make better documents. In this series, we'll take a look at some documents. We will look at 3 good things about a document and 3 things that could be better. Let's take a look at this Kennards capability statement document. Firstly, I'll scroll through the whole document so we can have a look. You can see it's very much set up as spreads, often with a full page picture on one side and content on the other. Okay, let's have a look at 3 good things about this document. I want to start with by saying the images are amazing for this. You can see that they've obviously hired a photographer to get these amazing images that have the Kennards brand in them where possible. Here's the truck over here has the Kennards brand, same as the machinery. Another thing that's really good in this document are the little red bullet points. You'll see that they are used throughout the document. The bullet points, they're so good because they condense a huge amount of information and they make the document a bit more skimmable. Another thing that's good about this is there's lots of concise pieces of content. So we'll have a header and then there'll possibly be a paragraph, a little subheader, and introducing some bullet points. And of course there's the pull quotes throughout. So if we have a look at this a few times, we've got the heading, little subheading, a couple of paragraphs, bullet points, and it's having these little small pieces of content that make it not be a huge wall of text. What's something that could be better? I did notice, and this will probably be incredibly picky, it's always hard to decide where to crop your pictures, but you need to make sure that it doesn't look like it could possibly be a mistake. So there's this little bit of black here. It looks a little bit wrong on the page. I found elsewhere in the document another example here where there's like a little bit of black. It just makes the image look like it was a bit of a mistake. Something else that could have been better is to do with consistency, especially regarding bullet points. So on this one, there is a list of projects and not all of them have the city. So a few of them have the city listed as city, but not every project has the city listed. And elsewhere in the document, there were some inconsistencies with the bullet points. It's great in this document that they have highlighted and introduced just a little section of each of the bullet points. But on this particular page, they've used bolding and then a space, M-space. But then on the next page, they have used bolded introductions and then a colon and then a space. I think that the document would have been better if they used one of these options consistently, but I think it's great that they have used the bolding to emphasize the intro of each of the bullet points. Another thing that could have been better would be just taking a little bit more care when putting the text onto the images. So I want to show you on this page, the text here has got this like a little glow on the edges, whereas on this page, it's more difficult to read this because there is not enough contrast between the white and the background, and it might have been better off with the fade like this text. But generally, they've done really well with getting the text to be quite in contrast to the background. But like here's another example where the text is just a little bit hard to read because of that lack of contrast. As a bonus good thing with this document, I wanted to point out that not every image has been color. There is quite a few grayscale images throughout the document. So here's one here. And then in particular, one of the graphics is not even in color. Everything here is in grayscale, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You can certainly use grayscale images in your document and still have it be quite engaging. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In the description is information about how to come to one of our online group workshops, how to hire me to design all of your workshop materials, as well as a link to quick online courses, making the world a more beautiful place, one document at a time.